That's coming up, but first, a couple from Bristol are being told to leave the house, which has been in their family for years because of housing association rules. They've learned a tenancy can only be passed on once after a death, so now they must find a new place to live. But as Ross Pollard reports, they're not going without a fight.
The Du Blazy family say this house is the family home. It's where Mario's parents lived for many years.
It's like a home for us as well. Now we've made it like our home. It's just like getting took off us.
Mario and his wife moved in with his mum to care for her after his dad died and she was diagnosed with cancer. But when she died, they were told last year they had to move out by the Housing Association.
It means a lot to us because we've only known this and our children have only known this.
It's taken toll on me, to be honest.
But I've got to keep strong for him, because if he crumbles and I crumble, then my two children have got nothing. It's too much.
The Du Blazys never realised they might not be eligible to stay under the rules of succession. So how does succession work? Well, according to Citizens Advice, you might have a right to stay in a council or housing association property when the person named on that tenancy dies, but it is down to several factors: how long you've lived in that property, whether that tenancy's been passed down previously, and if the person who passed away was your spouse. If you're another relative, you don't necessarily have that right. This is against a backdrop of housing shortages across the country.
When my father-in-law died, the succession had already happened, got passed down to my mother-in-law, which we totally understand. We know that's how it works. But we tried to appeal for a discretionary succession. But unfortunately, we don't meet their criteria.
The Housing Association Brighter Places say, we understand this has been a very difficult time for the family following the loss of their loved one, and we extend our sincere condolences. The request for succession has been considered carefully and reviewed, they say, and following these reviews, our decision has remained unchanged. A local group say many families are in this situation.
We're hearing from more and more people who they move in with an older relative to take care of them, often giving up their own tenancies, often secure tenancies, and then they don't realise that once that relative dies, they have no rights to stay there. Then people like Leonie and Mario, they've been being a carer is really hard. They've been doing that on top of full-time jobs, on top of being parents, and then to get it sort of, oh well, actually by making that decision you might have made yourself homeless. That's really hard to stomach.
The Du Blazys are now waiting to hear the outcome of a court hearing next month to see what the future holds. Ross Pollard, BBC Points West.